Scott in Georgia. I'm getting ready to start on year 2547. Got the FX150 here. I was getting ready to upgrade the transistors. Almost out of these. I think I got 3 left. And I've balled up all that I can find. Might have to design my own and have some made. They work really good on radios like the 2547 and the Cobra 148s hanging off the back of it. Of course, though, that little Ford MOSFET amp, that AD203 from RM Italy, it does pretty good too. Just to be 4 standard MOSFETs. Okay. Brand spanking. Let's see. I'm going to take a look at your order. Make sure that I get everything. Look here. You didn't use the same email and address when you ordered additional stuff for this radio. I made myself a note, thank goodness. Okay, so we got, you want the 10-turn, deluxe clarifier mod, CP1, the radio, of course, and let's see, we're adding blue LED SP1A Max Mod RFX150, which I got right here. We're upgrading it to ERF 25 or 9530s, which are these. Radio Bill Video, which I'm doing right now. A new 878DM microphone. And CLC 1246. Okay. That's why it's not in here, because I invoiced you for it. But always good to have notes. All right, let's see. You want the good potentiometer too in your 2547, which that's great. I'm glad. The burns, they'll work for years, but when they go bad, they go totally bad and have to be replaced. The aircraft grade ones, I haven't had a bad one of those yet. Yep. Better do my labeling so I don't forget the orientation of this thing. Just a couple of little things to help me remember the orientation of this. I need to clean this out so that I got a empty one to start. 7530's in there. Now none of these screws go back in. Those long threaded rods that you saw there, they're real small. They're like 5 millimeter, not 5 millimeter. They're like 2 to 3 millimeter threaded rods. They're long. But they'll go through these holes and then bolt this thing to the back of the radio. I needed to get these wires and stuff out of the way. See how they hang over right there where I want to work. And I sat out here and did not turn on my soldering iron. I can't believe that. Now I gotta wait on the stupid thing to get hot. Thought at first that thing was broke, but it's not. It's just some kind of not sure what that is. Something that's on there. I'll clean that off before I seal it back up. Iron to get hot enough where I can take off the feedback circuits. These look like 2-watt 100 ohm resistors. I guess they're good enough. I may put 5 waters back in here. I think I probably will, if I've got room. He is right in the way. Should be able to bend him up out of the way. The legs break, I got more. Okay. I was looking at the screw to make sure that it was threaded, because all the screws that were in the back, they're self-threading. Now these ERF 7530s are still good, and I will put them in the box with your microphone and the mounting hardware and all that stuff. So you'll have them. You may not ever need them, but just in case you do, or even if you decide you want to put them back in there, you'll have them. I don't think you're going to want to put them back in there after you see the way these 9530s work. For what this thing is, it works really well. Gee whiz, they got carried away with the locking stuff there. It's not paint. It's not glue. It's kind of something in between. It never gets real hard. Well, it does after you've put the heat to the transistors there, if you want, after you run them for a while really hot. Then it dries out, gets hard, but up to that point it doesn't. Wow. No heat sink compound at all. You see that? None. Now, I know these ceramic insulators transfer heat really well. But these things don't make perfect contact with them. So you need at least a slight layer on there. Yeah, by the same token, you don't want to put a gob on there either. I think I've told you guys that before. There's a phenomenon that's called hydraulicking, where that the part you're installing doesn't press all the way down evenly on the heatsink, or in our case the insulator. It can actually cause little air pockets if you got too much on there. It can leave little air pockets between the component and the insulator, or the insulator and the heatsink if you got too much on there. It looks like we got plenty underneath. Just none on top. And we're about to remedy that. I've been using this GC Type Z9 heatsink compound, silicone based, for God, about 20-30 years. Jesus, has it been that long? Yeah, it's been actually a lot longer than that, but I'm not going to tell you what that number is. I started using that in the late 70s. 78, 79. So, about 40 years, a little over 40 years. Can't believe I've been doing electronics for that long. Time Time sure flies when you're having fun. But I said that to say this. I noticed I ordered some. I build my own computers, my own server and everything. I've been doing it for years. I own a store out in Texas that built and sold computers. But they came out with a new heatsink compound. It's called Arctic Silver. And one of the advertisements was never dries out. So I put that to the test in an older machine. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but like the older CPUs, when you try to run the new software and stuff, those old CPUs are working their ass off and they get hot. I mean blistering hot. 50, 55 degrees centigrade. Okay. So I thought I'd put this new stuff to the test. I loaded up that old CPU and fan with that Arctic Silver, and then I started playing videos on it, not YouTube, but from a well-known streaming video place, and that's all I did. I just put it on there and let it run videos. So the star washers are more for making a ground connection than they are for anything else. Because got nylock nuts on this side. so they're not going to come out. That little star washer will help dig into the case and make a good ground connection. Put some split loom around that opening there that I'm going to run the cables through. Make sure that it doesn't chafe the cables. Of course, I've taken my little sanding disc or drum, went all around the edge of it, smoothing out the sharp edges, so it shouldn't have any trouble, but you know how that goes. Might just put some good thick heat shrink around these cables and they'll be all right. Alright, let's do I want to leave the top off of it. Oh crap, I can't do that though. I'll have to make you up a special power cable that's got the connector for both the radio and the amplifier all in one. The reason for that, they both need to be run off the same power supply, and the little power supply, this little guy right here, it won't run the amplifier. It doesn't have enough oomph. So what I'll do is make you up a power cable that will split into a Y. One will go to the connector on the back of the radio, and one will go to this fused connector here for the amplifier. And then that way they're both running off the same power supply, and they'll both see the same ground, you know, etc. Alright, I want to go into bottom ones first. Cooperate a little bit now. Yeah, actually, yeah, I want the heat sink part turned up, so I'm going to do it that way. So this will come through here like so. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. So come through here first. Get in there. It doesn't listen very well. Okay. I want this opening here because we're going to go through the old antenna connector hole right here with all the other wires. I may have to extend some of them or maybe route them a different way. But I want the heat sink turned up. I want it like this so that it can radiate heat up. So I really need the wires to come out on this side. Let's see if there's a way to do that. Yep, I think there is. Of course, now the power wire is going to go out that way. We don't need it to come towards the inside of the radio. I would like to get all this underneath it. Come by it that way. This is the input.
Is sleeping or looks like he's passed out?
They just advise that he appears that he's sleeping, but they can't really advise it.
So far, I'll be 51 code and get a rescue roll that way too, please.
That's going to go down to this antenna connector. May have to make a hole back here. Yeah, because I was thinking about it, I don't really want to run these wires by the output stage. but then I would have to mount it. Yeah, I don't want to mount it like that. I want to mount the heat sink up. So I might just have to extend the wires if they're needed. Not all of them are going to be needed. So you have to go like this. Come up here, but see, I want them to come up here because of that opening. But that coax cable, though, now we can probably fish it through right here because it's going to have to go down that way anyhow. I think I can fish him through right here. Actually, this one. That'll fix that problem. Yep, right through there, just like that. If I can get the heat shrink to go through there, yeah. Perfect. Okay, I'll bring the rest of the wires up here. Put that through there. This one we're going to route through here, yeah, but I got to put the big heat sink conductor mounting flange on here first. I think I will run a drill bit through that hole right there. Make it a little bit bigger so that it's not such a struggle to get the coax in and out. I think I'd rather mount it that way because, again, I want the heat sink tilted up or facing up. Did anything. Yeah, it might have did a little bit. I'll touch that up. I'm gonna run the sander, so I'll turn the video off for a second. I'll be back. blue display mounted in there. So the first thing we want to do is replace this red lens with a blue lens. And they actually glued this one in. Normally they just melt the ends of the plastic over the edge there. This one's definitely glued. This is going to be fun. Trying to get out there and just grab the red one. Wow. I don't like popping and cracking noises. Looks like we got it loose. I don't want to pull the clear one up with it, I just want the red one. I don't want to destroy the red one because I need to use it for a pattern. What a damn mess. Normally they just put the glue on the top edge. Like I told you, they just melt the little nubs over the edge of the red, but it looks like the nubs are non-existent on this one. If they are, well, they are, but they're way down there. Almost like it was reused or something. See what it is now. They used a thicker piece of plastic than they normally do. Come on, give it up. Okay. Get my big old head. Yeah, that sucker's thick. Believe me, I know, because I've done a lot of these. the radio. I'll get some better shots of it after we get through with the test. We have 100 watt slugs in RMS and 100 watt in peak. Meter on the right is peak, meter on the left is RMS. We're reading on the bottom scale. Get back in times 1. Reading on the bottom scale on both meters. We have a stock dynamic microphone. A little dynamic microphone you guys seen me use 1,000 times on my work picture. And we are on channel 20. AM. RF powers all the way up. And okay, let's turn RF power all the way down. Still wants to go all the way over. Put that on times 2. Audio, hello, hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. Might need to put an M switch in here. I didn't realize it was going to do. Oh, I got the SP1A. No wonder. Audio, hello, audio. See the difference that damn thing makes? What's this? SP1, SP1, audio, SP1. Now it's off. SP1, SP1, audio, SP1. LC SP1, let's come. Speech processor 1 is off. LC SP1 is on. Audio, hello, hello, audio. Now with that in the times 2 position, reading on that bottom scale there where it says 100, that's 200 watts. Audio, hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. But that's 200 watts peak envelope power now. That's not RMS wattage. RMS wattage is what? Audio, about 20 watts. With RF power all the way down. Let's see what it does with RF power all the way up. Audio. Okay, so we're doing about 30 watts RMS with RF power all the way up on AM. Now I'm on AM. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio test. Hello test, test 1, 2. That's with the SP1A on, SP1A, SP1V2 on the LCSP1. Audio, hello, hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, SP1 is off. RF power is all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Test audio. Now I'm going to turn SP1A on, or SP1V2 on. Audio, hello, hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. LCSP1V2 is on. Audio, hello, hello, audio. LCSP1V2 is off. LCSP1V2 is off. LCSP1V2 is on. Audio, hello, hello, audio. Now I'm going to switch to sideband. Turn SP1 back off. RF power is all the way up. Audio. Audio. What was that, about 77 watts RMS, and we're about hello audio, about 140 watts peak on sideband. Okay. Going back to AM now. Oh wait, back in sideband. RF power now all the way down. SP1 off. Hello audio. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2 audio. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 audio test. LCSP1 on. Audio, hello, hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio test. See how it keeps the average voice power up? And I don't have it turned up all the way either. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. LCSP1 off. LCSP1 on. Audio, hello, hello, audio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And like I told you, I'm just using a little stock microphone. Here, let me show you. This is what I'm using for a microphone. Okay. Test, test, audio test. Hello, 1 2, 1 2, audio, audio, hello, hello, audio. That's with the Lescom SP1. Lescom SP1 off. I'm on lower side. RF power is all the way down. Hello, audio, audio, 1 2, 1 2, audio. And then RF power is all the way up. Audio. I'm going to turn LC SP1 on. Audio. Audio. It keeps that power up. Okay? All right. Now, I do think that I need to put a switch in here so you can kill the amplifier if you want to. It won't take me that long to do it. I'll mount it on the bottom, on the left side, same side as the microphone connector, okay, in the back. That way you just slide your hand around the back of the radio, flip it up or down. Up will be on, down will be off. Okay? All right. Let me do that real quick. Actually, I'll move this, stop the camera, start recording, move the camera, put the switch in, and then come back. Okay, more to come. I'll try to use a punch to punch the hole that we need for the switch. I'd rather not drill it if I can keep from it. If it didn't have those side panels, these things here, I'd put the switch on the side so that it was easier to get to. But because of those side panels, it's really not that easy to do. I'd have to cut a big section out of the side panel to put a switch in the side of it, and I don't think I want to do that. Put it right there, maybe. Nah, I think I'd rather have it out back where you can't see it. Okay, it'll be like right here. Let me get a punch. See if I can punch it. Just might. Look at that. Okay. Gotta give myself room for the switch now. We'll do it right there. Now then, no drilling. I like that part. Okay, give it back. There we go. Okay, it's still in the punch. I want to make sure it didn't fall out inside the radio. Then we'd have a problem. I may have bent that a little bit. Get us a switch. I've told you guys before, but I buy my switches and stuff from Parts Express or Mauser. Usually Parts Express, because you can't always find them at Mauser. And when I do, I usually don't have as many as I want to order. But Mauser's a good company. Okay, just remember now, with it up, with the bat up is on, bat down is off. Come on. Okay, see this blue wire right here? That's the wire that we need to interrupt. Oh, that worked out good. I didn't plan that either. Just realized that. Put a heat shrink over that. I know we shouldn't need it where the thing is at, where the switch is at, but I won't put it over there anyway. Let's see, do I have any small blue? Yeah. I'm going to put this on there to keep it from sliding on down the wire up inside the radio. Don't want it to do that. That's way too hot. Let that cool down a little bit. I had it turned up because I was soldering the power wires together. I wanted very good penetration from those. And we get that kind of power out of this RFX 150 because you upgraded from the 7530s to the 9530s. The 9530s are a much more efficient transistor. Well, I'll show you again with the power cut off what the radio is actually doing. RF Limited had a winner when they came out with these RFX 150s, 175s, and 350s. I just wish they could produce some more of them. They were great. I know of people still today using the SX 175s and 350s that are attached to the bottom of their 959s and will not part with them. But that seems to be the way that they do over there. They get something that's really good. They run it through its paces, but then they never replace it. With that little Magnum radio, that was a good radio. They had 2 runs of them, and then that was it. Can't get it no more. They ain't gonna make it no more. Which I don't understand, but I am not in the manufacturing business. I do have things manufactured, and we are planning to have our own radio made. It's going to be based off the Anytone Quad 6, the AT6666, except it'll be branded Lescom, and it's going to have a few additional features that the original radio, the AT6666, doesn't. Like, one thing that really annoys me about that radio is that the squelch and the clarifier are on the same knob. That's very inconvenient, so I plan on having them change that around. If there's enough room inside the radio, we're going to do a 2-level control, one for volume with the squelch knob right behind the volume, which I think is the way it should have been to start with. If they can do that. If they can't do that, then we'll think of something else. But anyway, I don't want that squelch knob behind the clarifier. If we stay with that interface. Now, we've been talking about changing the interface to one that's more like the Lincoln 2, the President Lincoln 2. I like that interface. And when I say interface, I'm talking about the front panel, the controls, your controls, ones that you use to operate the radio, the human interface. But anyway, I don't want to give too much away. That's we're talking about that with the manufacturer, but nothing's been decided yet. And with the things going the way they are with this damn pandemic, it might be a while before we do anything. People are worried about the economy. You know, radios are still hard to get. And last time I talked to the folks at the manufacturer, they were telling me they were having a hard time getting parts to produce their regular radios, let alone start a new one. So that's still in the works. Anyway, there's your switch. Up is on, down is off. Okay, cut the amp off, down, amp on is up. Okay. All right. More to come. Okay, Scott. There she is, buddy. Works like a champ. You're going to love this clarifier. Now, something else that I need to show you real quick. See that little red light in there? that means the SP1 is on. The LC SP1 is on. Okay. Just a little something extra to help you remember that it's on. And you saw what the power did with it on and off, with the amp on and off. So we're good to go. Nice setup. I love the blue. Scott, sure hope you enjoy your new radio. It was my pleasure to set it up for you. 7-3, everybody. Stay safe.